Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Everyday October Day 17. And today we are doing a project plan update. I'm really excited to do my update for you guys today. This is far less time than I thought there was going to be between updates. It's been like, when did I post that first video? Let's have a look, shall we? Okay, so I first posted my Project Pan video on the 23rd of August, so it's been just under 2 months, and I've made some really great progress. So today we're going to talk through everything I've been using. I'm going to show you where everything's up to, and we've got some roll-ins. So without further ado, we're going to start with my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Concealer. Now, last time the Sharpie has sort of rubbed off, but I can still see where it was. We were here. We are now fully into here. I reckon this has only got a couple of uses left in it, maybe. I'm really excited to get this one out because this lid situation is frustrating as hell, so I'm very excited to get this one out. I have used this one 24 times since my first update, so I'm hoping we can get this finished by 30 uses. Okay, Makeup by Mario Mauve Glow. This is probably one of the ones there's the least progress on. I've used this one 21 times since the 23rd of August. You can see, I'm going to insert the clips of where they were up to the first time. You can see that this is, I don't know whether you can see the dip. There is definitely a dip that wasn't there before. This one is most definitely in for the long haul, but I am still really enjoying the shade. It's a really good everyday shade that I can just throw on without thinking about it. Okay, Urban Decay Sin. Now, the progress on this one I'm so happy with. This is what we are looking like. We've used this one 28 times since the 23rd of August. I don't know whether you can see, but we've got a massive dip in the pan. This had a very, very small dip when we started, but this dip is really, really getting there. I think by my next update, sort of like January time, I think we might have hit pan on this one. Okay, NARS Laguna. We have used this 30 times since the 23rd, and the progress on this one is unreal. This is where we're at. Literally, I've got a tiny bit of product down this side and a tiny bit of product along the bottom to go. There are bits falling out of it. Let's hold it up like this. This is so close to being done. I'm so happy with the progress on this one. I think we've probably got about 5 more uses in there, so I'm excited to get this one done. I'm gonna prepare a roll in for anything that's close to finishing, so like the concealer, the bronzer, things like that. Okie dokie. The thing I've done the worst on this month, I would say, is the Colourpop single in my Lilac You A Lot palette. We are working on the single ghosting, and honestly, it doesn't look that much different. I feel like this is really hard pressed. I thought the Colourpop singles were meant to be very easy to pan, because I'm sure I saw somebody say that, but then the lovely, I think it was Gabriella Francis, commented and said she finds Colourpop singles incredibly difficult to pan. So I've really got to work on this one a bit more. I've got to do more work on this one. Okay, Clarins Instant White Natural Lip Perfector. Oh, sorry, the single we've used 6 times, so it's the 23rd, so not great. Right, Clarins Natural Light Lip Perfector. We've used this 17 times since we pulled it into this project. This is where the line was. We are pretty much basically on the same line. It's really hard to measure this because I don't think I squeezed everything down from the top. So we're sort of here maybe, which is actually way above the line that we drew the first time. So I think we may have mislabeled that one slightly, but that is what we're working with. That's how much product we've got left. This is like one of the tiny ones now. But the 17 uses is every time I've been counting, like every time I've reapplied it. So I've probably only worn this about 4 times, so I could definitely do better there. So this one, I think, again, we're going to be in for the long haul. Lime Crime Bushy Brows Gel. I've worn this basically every single time I've done my makeup. I think there's maybe like 3, 4, 5 times I've not done. We have used this 37 times since my last update. This, I'm pretty sure, has got maybe like 1 to 2 uses left in it. There's a full-blown, really long brow hair in it. Gross. This has maybe got a couple of uses left. I'm really having to like scrape around to pick any product up. I really love this one. I'm actually going to be sad to see this one go, but I think it's going to be soon. And then the last 2, we've got small updates on Max Factor Miracle Contour Wand. I've used this 10 times since rolling it in. We are definitely getting to the bottom. This is hard to get anything out of now. I've actually used it a couple of times to mix into my foundation to make it lighter, so that has been nice. I quite like it for that purpose. So I think there's not much left in this one. I think we're probably looking at doubling the uses and this one's going to be done. And then the final one that's not finished, if you are a constant watcher, you might be able to guess what we finished. This is the Colourpop Lippy Stick. I've done a terrible job with this one. I've worn this one 10 times. If we just compare that to my thumb, which is what I did in the first shot, this is where we are. I think I have used some. I think it was lower. It wasn't quite as close to my first knuckle. But yeah, not done great on that one. Definitely going to have to work harder on that one. And like I said, we've used that one 10 times. Okay, so the other 2 products that were in here have already gone off to their recycle at Boots Home. So NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, I used that 13 times and finished that on the 12th of the 9th. And then I used my Smashbox eyeshadow primer in white 29 times. And I actually finished that just last week, so on the 12th. I wasn't really sure how to gauge when that was empty, but it got to the point where literally I was having to put the wand in and drag it round. And then I was getting like maybe like a third of an eye's worth of primer out. So I decided that one was empty. So we've got a bronzer and a concealer and a brow gel, very close to finishing. I also need to roll in a foundation and a eyeshadow primer. So let's do that now. And I am just going to pick things because if I don't pick things, I'm not going to use them. The roll-ins. So I literally just talked about this one in yesterday's video. It's the Stay Slip Tin. This one turns really, really fast. So I want to get this one used up. I've not used a lot of it, I'm going to be honest. This is where we were at with this one. So I've got a lot of this to use. But luckily, because it's such a light foundation, it is pretty easy to use up. So we've got all this to use, which is a lot. And hopefully before it turns, if it does turn, before I get a chance to use it, I'm not going to make myself use it. Bronzer wise, I have nothing else that I have hit pan on in my collection. I have used up both of the bronzers I've hit pan on. So I'm going to pull in this. This is the Beauty Bay by Beauty Bay bronzer in Donut. And the only reason I'm pulling this in is because the pan looks thin. So we are going to finish this one up. I don't want to do this one till I hit pan. We're going to finish this one up. So that is in here. Hopefully the pan is not deceptively thin and is actually thin. Concealer wise, this is the Urban Decay Stay Naked concealer. This is the same as the Stay Naked Quickie concealer. They just repackaged it and put it in a bigger packaging. This one is, it's not empty, but there's not a lot left in it. So we're going to put this one in, get this one done. My NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. This again is in the shade, oh, it doesn't say the shade. I think this is, it's either white or zero. I can't remember what they call it. I'm going to have to pull a stopper out of this one. This one is very much close to being empty. So we're going to pull that in. And then I will only have my Pillow Louise base and my Too Faced in my collection. So I'll be happy when my eyeshadow primers are there once we've finished this one. For brow gel, I've pulled out the Kosas Air Brow. This is in medium chocolate brown. I really enjoy this brow gel. There is a lot left in here. This is like, I would say a good like 2/3 full. So I think that's going to take us a while. And then I've pulled out a little bonus product. This is the e.l.f. HD Under Eye Setting Powder. I never use this. I just want it done, to be honest, and out. It's only a tiny, tiny container, so I'm hoping that that is fairly easy to use. But we'll see. So that is it for my Project Pan update. I'm really hoping I do something more exciting with this in the next couple of months. Like I said, it's probably going to be January before I next update this. But I am planning on starting a different eyeshadow project pan as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that if you like project pan content. I'm really enjoying myself. Like, finishing these products is giving me such like a buzz and I'm loving it. But yeah, hopefully we do something more interesting with this. But we'll see. So that is it for today. Let me know how your Project Pan is going in the description box. I've been really enjoying watching Project Pan content and using my Project Pan bits up as well. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, hit subscribe. And if you want to make sure you never miss another video, hit the bell icon and you'll be notified every time we post. We are posting every day for the whole of October, despite the fact I have the plague and we're moving. Because we're crazy. So keep your eyes peeled for lots more content for the rest of the month. You've been fabulous. I've been Coleoftheball, and I'll see you next time. Bye.